So about 3 weeks ago, I feel like I literally fell apart.
She's gonna get you, just charge her $5.
My bill total was 80 something dollars, so I used half of my scene points because I love flowers. It's about to be a self-care weekend with Hey intentional people, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Charlotte, and on this channel, we choose to live intentionally. Today we're going to be doing a couple things. We're going to do a little story time about how I fell apart and how I'm changing my diet. And I'm also going to talk to you about some of the things that I've been doing to get back into living a healthier lifestyle. So about 3 weeks ago, I feel like I literally fell apart. Like, I was just so fatigued. I felt like I was weak. My body was literally just like rejecting, a lot of the foods that I was eating. But I mean, leading up to that 3-week period of time, I had also made quite a bit of changes to my diet. So leading up to that time, I was eating a bit more dairy than I usually do. Like, I don't do dairy unless it's in dessert or something of the sort. So anyways, I started incorporating Greek yogurt into my diet because with being in the gym, I've been looking for ways to increase my protein intake. And Greek yogurt was one of those ways that I thought would work, but it didn't. I just noticed that every time I would eat the yogurt, I would feel so lousy. I didn't even really feel bloated. I would just feel like lousy and just like a mental fog. I had a feeling that the yogurt was doing that because I remember sometime the ending of last year, I picked up some Greek yogurt and I had a similar feeling. But I was also eating some other things, so I wasn't sure if it was the yogurt or, a mixture of all the things that I was eating. So anyways, I went to the grocery store and I picked up not one, but 2. They weren't even on sale. But anyways, after I finished the first tub, I was like, this is bad. So the second tub, my intention was to buy some berries and freeze it so that when I was consuming the yogurt, I was consuming it in a form of a snack and not large portions at one time. Anyways, I didn't do that. I, for whatever reason, started putting the yogurt in a bowl and eating it. And I realized very quickly that it was a no. I literally had to throw away the rest of the yogurt because my body didn't want it. In addition to that, I realized that I'm now gluten intolerant. Again, I've had a similar feeling that the gluten's been bothering my stomach because I would eat, gluten-containing items over the years and I would feel bloated. I started incorporating some probiotics into my diet, which have been really helpful. I have found it's helped a lot with the bloating, but I was just noticing like a completely different feeling. It got to the point again with the gluten. I remember it was a Monday to be exact. I woke up and I had breakfast. Typically I do intermittent fasting, but this particular Monday I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to. But I woke up, I was mentally alert, I felt great. Around 10 a.m. I decided to have breakfast. The only thing I had for breakfast was a croissant and avocados with some tea. And by 12 o'clock, I just had like this awful brain fog. I felt bloated. I felt lousy. I was just like, okay, but I've been tracking the things that I have been eating to see what I needed to eliminate from my diet. So sure enough, that is when I confirmed that, gluten-containing items are not my friend and I need to stop. I have since made some adjustments to my diet. So today you're going to be coming along with me. I have found this gluten-free bakery that I am going to check out. I'm going to pick up some bread at the bakery. I am going to go to the farmer's market because I want to get back into juicing. A couple years ago, I went and I bought this expensive juicer because I want to make the best juice, right? So anyways, I started juicing and I quickly realized that juicing can be somewhat time consuming. It's also expensive. Like there's this big hype about juicing, but juicing can quickly add up and it can be very expensive. People say it has amazing health benefits. you know, but they probably don't also tell you that it's expensive. So you have to be mindful of what it is that you're juicing. So I put juicing on pause for a while, but I'm going to get back into juicing because I realized that I've gotten to the stage where, you know what, health is wealth and you really need to make decisions. Either I'm going to choose to eliminate things from my diet or continue eating the things that are going to make me feel awful. You know, I don't have time to not feel well. It's very expensive. It's very costly if there are days where mentally I'm not functioning at a level where I need to be functioning at, or physically I just feel lousy. So I've come to the place where, you know, I'm no longer eating certain things that I know are not good for me, and I'm going to be incorporating habits that are much healthier. So I'm going to the farmer's market because I want to pick up some produce and, you know, make some juice. So let's go. Thank you. Hi. I'm just gonna get some celeries. I'm gonna have 2 of them.
She's going to get 2, just charge her $5.
Okay.
Okay, and spinach as well. Yep.
So 5 and 3 is 8.
No red peppers.
No red pepper. That's all we got left.
Okay. All right. So it's I'm gonna have one of your red onions. The red onion. Yep.
It doesn't have to though. Don't tell me what you pay for that.
Oh, I didn't know you had.
Well, you paid $10 for that?
I did.
This is 2 for 12 right now.
Really? Well, I'm going to get some.
It's 2 for 20 now for the bouquets.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
2 for 15. Bless somebody, bless your mommy, bless your neighbor.
Yeah. Well, I'm having 2 bouquets of roses.
Which one? These or those?
These ones. So I'm going to have this.
These are 12 now, so you get a 2 for 20.
Yep, that's fine. So I'm gonna have these ones, and I'm gonna have that pink one there as well.
Okay, and you want to wrap it separately?
No, you can wrap it the same. It's fine. Just left the farmer's market. I went for mainly produce, and it turned out that I've left with more flowers than I left with anything else. But that's okay because I love flowers. It's about to be a self-care weekend with these lovely flowers. I bought flowers for myself. I bought flowers for my daughter. Just lots of flowers. gluten-free bakery, or I shouldn't say I found, it was recommended to me. A couple people recommended this bakery actually. My masseuse told me about it, and I went to another bakery looking for gluten-free bread because I don't know why I have a vague memory of them selling gluten-free bread, but I mean, at the time I wasn't interested. But anyways, I went there to pick up some bread, and they also recommended this bakery to me. So I'm heading there to see what they have and pick up something. So let's go. So I just stopped at the gluten-free bakery and I picked up a loaf of bread. It's a multigrain gluten bread and cupcakes, because who goes to a bakery and not get cupcakes? Just so pretty, look at them. So yeah, listen, I just left the grocery store and I had $80 in scene points, okay? My bill total was 80 something dollars, so I used half of my scene points and I made 40 bucks. Listen, I've been collecting scene points for all these years and I've never used any. So I'm like, hey, listen, it's a good day. Don't forget to comment down below and let me know what you were intentional about this week. Thanks for watching and have an intentional week.